For passive investors who are cost-conscious, these index funds are a top pick. Low-cost index funds are a great option instead of high-expense ratio funds that can eat away at profits. So, let's get right into the list. 1. Fidelity 500 Index Fund. Since 1988, Fidelity 500 has returned an annualized 10.5% with dividends reinvested. Its expense ratio is at 0.015%. 2. Vanguard Balanced Index Fund Admiral Shares. The fund is composed of US stocks and US bonds. The fund costs an expense ratio of 0.07%. 3. Schwab Total Stock Market Index Fund. The index fund tracks the Dow Jones Total Stock Market Index. The expense ratio is 0.03%. 4. Vanguard Total International Stock Index Fund Admiral Shares. With international stocks from other well-developed countries, this fund has an expense ratio of 0.11%. 5. SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust. A super popular ETF and the largest, the expense ratio is 0.09%. 6. iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. iShares is great for long-term investing and as a low-cost alternative. Its cost ratio is only 0.03%. 7. iShares Chorus Aggregate Bond ETF. This ETF is great for investors who want to invest in a universe of bonds, from government to corporate. The expense ratio is only 0.03%. 8. iShares Treasury Bond ETF. A great exposure to Treasury bonds with a 30-year maturity. The expense ratio is 0.05%. 9. Invesco Nasdaq 100 ETF. For investors who like stronger growth and returns, the Nasdaq 100 is perfect. The ETF has an expense ratio of 0.15%. 10. Vanguard Total World Stock ETF. For investors who want exposure to overseas markets, Vanguard Total World Stock holds over 9K stocks from the US, international developed and international emerging markets. The expense ratio is 0.07%. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.